So as I pull legs clothes down, gee, I swear to God, the smell, it was a smell I could not fucking describe. So I said, ooh, she said, what? I'm like, we both just need to shower. So she said, all right, I can go shower. You want to shower with me? I'm like, no, I probably just got to shower at home. She like, okay, wait for me. Cause she like, I got to get ready to go to work in a little bit anyway. I'm like, oh, you got a job? She said, yeah. I said, what you do? She said, I'll show you what I do. She did not tell me what she did. So she said, just wait for me. I'll walk you to the bus stop. I'm like, all right, cool. So she goes shower. I'm just sitting there chilling, just playing and toying in my phone, letting Beth know I'm safe from over there with legs. I'm like, damn, her pussy was stinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting her like, damn, it smelled like some sardines. Like, I didn't know. But I thought like maybe because we was hooping, you know, she worked up a little funk down there in that cavity. Like, that ass started to rise from out of the shorts, I guess. That's how the smells, as soon as I put, it just smacked me right across the face. So I was like, it was very disrespectful with that. So she comes out the shower, you know what I'm saying? But she comes with a towel on. So she goes straight to the room. So I'm like, you know, I'm being calm, being cool. She comes back out with nothing on, to my straight skin. So she comes right in front of me like, I'm like, where your clothes at? She like, don't worry about that. So she gets on her knees. I'm like, what are you doing? So she like, I'm finna show you something. I'm like, no, I'm like, I got something to tell you. You know what I'm saying? She like, what? She like, I've been with girls before. I'm like, but I'm not a girl. Like, I'm not a normal girl like you think. She like, no, stop playing. I'm like, no, serious. So I moved her hand. She like, let me see. So she started grabbing and squeezing through my fucking pants. So I'm like, oh my God. So boom, she started to realize, had a little friend down there. So she couldn't wait. She just straight unbuckled. She like, I want to see. And she pulled it out. And I kid you not, she like, you kidding me? And so she started squeezing my breast. She like, wait. So now she trying to figure it out, right? So I'm like, what? So she like, this shit is a fucking turn on. And she just went down on me something so serious, okay? Legs was giving me motherfucking top. Boom, we get done with our business. I go wipe off in the bathroom. I'm like, what was that like? You know what I'm saying? She like, no, she like, I like you. I told you. I'm like, your boyfriend gonna end up wanting to kill you and want to hurt me. I'm like, and I don't want my brother to be jumping into nothing. She like, nah, I'm good. I'm finna break up with him. I'm tired of him anyway. You know, she telling me the little sob story. So she goes in the bathroom, get herself together. She walking me to the bus stop. So I say, hey, so where you work at? She said, I work a couple of blocks down. I'm like, oh, I'm like, it's cool. I'm like, is it a bus stop farther down? She like, yeah. I'm like, we can walk that way. I can walk you to your job. Guys, once we get down to her job, guess what the fuck legs do, guys? Guess what her job is? Guess what she a fucking stripper. She did. I say, wait, she like, yeah. I'm like, but you're not even old enough. She like, well, I know people. She like, this how I get my money. She like, how you think I'm paying my bills? Woo. I'm like, wow. I'm like, do anybody know at the school? She like, no, I don't tell my business. I'm like, so I'm the only one that knows. She like, of course, and my boyfriend and a couple of my other friends. I'm like, oh, okay. She like, what? You look at me different? She like, I don't be fucking nobody up in there. I'm like, I'm like, wait, so you finna go and show your whole body off? She like, not like that. I'm just like dancing. I'm just being exotic. I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, boom, you know, that was what it was. The bus was coming. I get on the bus. Now I am fucked up in the head and going home. This girl that just gave me top. Okay. I done just did school pretty much. And the bitch, she know a secret of mine. I know a secret of hers. But she work at a fucking strip club. So now I'm just like all thrown off. So I'm like, how the fuck? I'm always into some fucking shit. So boom, I get off the bus. Now I'm on my way home. When I get in the house, my mom is in the house. I go upstairs. She folding clothes and shit. So she say, how was school? I say, oh, it was good. She say, you got any homework? I'm like, yeah, I got a couple of assignments to do. Boom, she left me alone. Everything is going copacetic. So she asked me later that day, she say, why you came home late? I say, oh, I made the basketball team. So she say, the basketball team with your grades? I'm like, yeah, I'm making good grades. She like, when you tried out for the basketball team, I'm like, oh, some days ago, I'm like, I had to stay a little bit after to practice. She like, you better be doing good in school. She like, I better get a report back good from your teachers or you're not going to be on no basketball team, sweetheart. So normally you would think that your parents would be happy of you. But when I told my dad, he was excited. But the whole time I was telling the truth, but I was mixing it with the lie. I did make the team. I was at practice, but I also got some top. I felt different when I got home. Like, damn, I just got some top. You feel me? Like, it's gonna be real crazy at the fucking school. So, boom, Mark comes upstairs. He come check on me and shit. I'm like, man, Mark, I'm like, I know I wasn't able to talk to you earlier. I'm like, I did school pretty much the whole day. The teacher basically caught me. So he like, what? I'm like, yeah, my homeroom teacher. He like, normally your homeroom will call, you know what I'm saying, to the crib and say that you're absent. I'm like, I don't know how I really go there. So Mark was like, you think mom know? I'm like, no, she being cool. I'm like, you know, mom would have snapped one to take my phone. He like, yeah, but you also know mom's sneaky. I'm like, that of course. He like, but y'all both act alike. I'm like, shut up. I act like that. He like, no, you act like mom. I'm like, no, Caleb act like mom. Caleb act like mom. So Mark like, so what you gonna do? I'm like, man, look, fuck that. I say, you know, legs, right? He like, yeah. I'm like, she gave me some top. He like, what? I'm like, she gave me some top. I'm like, her pussy was stinking though. He like, wait, you put it? I'm like, no. I did not know. I'm like, she just gave me some top. I'm like, I think because we was hooping. He like, oh shit. He like, you finna start some shit. So my mama come knock on the door. So she tells me like, Darnisha is downstairs. I said, okay. So I go downstairs. I go talk to Darnisha outside the door. So she like, hey, I need you to do a favor for me. I'm like, what? She like, I need you not to be mad at me. I'm like, not to be mad about you for what? She like, I told my mom everything. She like, because she was on my ass. I'm like, wait, you told her about you coming up to my school and fighting shit? She like, yeah. I'm like, my mama is gonna kill her. She said she promised not to tell your mama. I told her that you said that your mama would be beating on you. I'm like, man, she gonna fucking tell my mama. She like, I just wanted to give you the heads up. I'm like, it's cool. I'm like, thanks for telling me. I'm like, I gotta get back in the house. She like, all right. So she leaves. Now I'm pissed when I come back in the crib because it's like, my mama is fucking sneaky. My mama is always trying to outbeat me. Like, she would let me think I'm doing something and she'd be sitting up there like, I already knew. So I'm like, oh my motherfucking God. Like, okay. So my mama like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah. She wanted to ask me a question. So I go in my room. Boom. The next day come. I get ready to go to school. I'm doing the same shit. I go to my first class. I don't even go to homeroom. But I ditch again. Link up with Legs. Now, this time, when I link up with Legs, we do a little practice. This girl shower. She cooks for me, and we end up doing the do, okay? We did it again. So, boom. As she walking me to the bus stop, her boyfriend is kind of pulling up. So, he sees us. So he like, what the fuck? You hear him say, what the fuck? Because he had the window down. He stopped the car. He gets out the car and shit. So he like, that's what you doing? Y'all spending time together? I'm like, what? I'm like, we was hooping. I'm like, I'm on the team. He like, that's what the fuck you doing? I know you fucking. I'm like, we is not fucking. So Liz like, look, just go to the bus stop. So she telling me just go to the bus stop. But I ain't finna turn my back on homie. So I'm like, look, me and her just cool. He like, if you want to be with, just, what is you? You a he? She? I don't even know. I'm going to just call you a dude. You want to be with this nigga? You want to be with this nigga? He's straight like that. So she like, I don't want to be with you no more. So now they're arguing. Okay, I see my bus coming. I'm not finna sit around for the fuckery. So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna get on this motherfucking, I'm finna get on this motherfucking bus. So they arguing. I get on the bus. Boom, I go to the crib. My mama asked me again when I walk in the door, how was school? I said, oh, it was good. She was like, okay, you got any homework? I'm like, yeah, I got some homework. She's like, okay, let me know if you need any help. Boom, I goes into my fucking room and I'm just chilling, right? So one of my buddies, right, hit my line up and like, hey, I thought I saw your mom today. I'm like, you thought you saw my mom today? He's like, yeah, I thought I saw her come out the principal office. I'm like, no. I'm like, you think? He like, yeah, she drive a black Cadillac truck, right? I'm like, yeah. But I'm like, it could have been anybody. I'm like, I don't think it was my mom. So he was like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you. I'm like, he like, where you been? I'm like, man, fucking suspended. I'm like, I've been going to the first period, but I'm like, I can't go to any of my other class. So I get off the phone. So now I'm sitting up there like, this lady might know. So I don't get to talk to Mark none later that day. The next day come, I'll go to school, right? Same routine, but I don't hang with legs this time. Boom, I come home. My mom and my dad, they're not home. So I'm home first. I'm chilling. I feel comfortable. I don't think my mama came up to the school. Mark comes in. My mom comes. It's like that. My mom was pissed. She was like, "You not going to school tomorrow, Mark? You not going to school tomorrow?" So Mark was just like, cause it happened so quick. I'm like, "Wait, what's going on?" So Kayla was crying. He comes in with one shoe on. I say, where's his other shoe? She like, the fucking kids is up there bullying Boo Man. One boy just took his shoe and put it in the toilet. I said, what? So she say, I want you to go up there and fuck him up. So I'm like, wait a minute. Because this, I